Hello everyone and a very good afternoon to all of you guys. I welcome all of you on this amazing revision series. And guys, today as I promised, we'll be doing this amazing complex numbers topic and we will be discussing this topic in detail and we'll be solving lots of amazing problems related to complex numbers. So without wasting any time, let's begin this amazing session. So guys, obviously revision of one shot, this will be a one shot revision of complex numbers. And guys, myself Abhinav Jha and I am BTech in IIT Nagpur and have about 4 years of teaching experience now and have mentored many top ranks in mains and advanced. Also, I hold a rank in JEE Mains in advanced in 2012 and I am AIR 698 in GATE, that is Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. Also guys, you can pick up the Unacademy subscription where you can get the live class, live interaction with the educator, live polls, leaderboard, test series analysis, everything will be there and you guys will thoroughly enjoy this amazing session. Moreover guys, there will be live doubt clearing sessions as well in this amazing experience of Unacademy. Plus, you can choose whatever teachers you love and guys, definitely you can amazingly learn each and everything in detail over there with your favorite teachers whom you have a chance to choose and you can obviously guys excel. Moreover guys, you can install this amazing app from the Play Store. You can go over there, you can install this app by searching Unacademy's learning app. Then you can obviously go on to the IIT JEE section. In the plus section, click on get subscription. As soon as you do that, you will be able to use the code of AJ Live. And if you apply the code of AJ Live, you will be getting the massive discounts on this amazing Unacademy Plus subscription. Also guys, AJ Live code is what we need to use. And guys, if you use this code, you can see here, you'll be getting massive discounts on the plus. Because guys, you can see here 56,000 will be converted to 50.4, 38.5 will be converted to 34.6 and 1 year, 2 year respectively, you can obviously take this subscription according to your needs. The guys who are starting early, like who are in 9th or 10th, or obviously if you just entered 11th, you can take this amazing course for 2 years and that will be very beneficial for the students in 9th, 10th and 11th category. Moreover, if you are a dropper or you are in 12th grade, so guys, you can take it for obviously a year and then guys, you can proceed to this amazing platform using the subscription code which is AJ Live. Okay, do not forget to use the code AJ Live. That will be the absolutely most amazing thing because you can see that the prices get reduced a lot after applying this amazing code. Okay, also guys, here on this platform you have to put in the code of AJ Live. As soon as you put up the code of AJ Live, you can proceed to pay using EMI options available as well. So as soon as you put up this amazing code, you can use the EMI options available, which will be obviously very beneficial then because it will become hardly around 2 to 3K per month, which is not even your electricity or internet bill, which will be very easy to obviously pay guys. Definitely that will be very interesting if you obviously apply this. Moreover guys, Unacademy JEE English channel is now on Telegram. So here you can obviously get the updates of my classes. So definitely if you want the regular updates of my classes, not only mine, but amazing faculties like Rahul sir, Rohit sir, Murli sir, if you want to get to know about their classes, what are the timings, what is everything going on. So that's the place guys where you have to land up and that is what Telegram will give you. And guys, definitely this is the link of that. You can obviously get it in the description as well. Moreover, Abhinav SC is also my code. You can use this code for subscribing to Unacademy Plus, which will be also giving you the same amount of discount. Also guys, surprise for all of you guys, my integral calculus course is going to start from 25th of November guys. The date is decided. So guys, only 4 days left. So if you are preparing for JEE, if you are in 11th, if you are in 12th, if you are in drop, everyone wants to have a strong hold on integral calculus, right? In this I'll be covering obviously definite, indefinite, area and as well as differential calculus. Everything will be completed over here. So guys, definitely do not forget to join this amazing course. You have already 4 days to go. Come on guys, quickly come on to the Unacademy Plus. Okay, sure. Also guys, on obviously you can join this Unacademy Combat series. Here obviously guys, tomorrow is the date where you will be having this Unacademy combat. So still you've got the time, come on quickly, enroll it and win amazing rewards and prizes. Also guys, you can use the code of AJ Live for obviously utilizing this amazing Unacademy combat. Guys, definitely this is the place where you have to win a lot of prizes. Great. Okay. Also guys, Google batch of for droppers by amazing team of Vibrant Academy is running on the Unacademy Plus. So 20th November the course has begun, and then guys obviously micro batch has also started for class 11, so you guys can obviously enroll quickly plus, and then guys you can obviously have a amazing experience with the team of Vibrant Academy as well. Moreover, you have amazing team like Nucleus and amazing faculties of the country whom you can decide that okay, I'll study this part with this part with this. I'm going to understand this thing very nicely with him. So you can choose your teachers and you can definitely do very well. So that all depends on that. So that's what when I was preparing for my JEE and when I was writing the JEE, so I was obviously some of the subjects or some of the topics you can say I was not comfortable with because I was not able to gel with my teacher. That's not any thing on the teacher, but definitely there is a thing which we actually gel up, right? So that's the best part about an academy, that provides you the best faculties of the country and you can definitely choose whom you have to study from. Okay, so that's the best part about Unacademy guys, and we are providing all of you that in a very minimal cost. Okay, also guys, you can see here that the revision practice series has begun for this January 21 series. Obviously the maybe the January paper might be shifted, but then guys we have to perform and we have to learn everything by the time this exam comes. So that's the reason why we have started this amazing revision series. You can come along here. Also you can attend the regular batches like here on YouTube 5:30 p.m. The regular classes will go on from Monday to Thursday, Saturday, and amazingly I will come up with this amazing revision series on Saturdays or Sundays as well. So you will be getting an idea about that very easily. Okay, so guys, chalo, without wasting any time, let's begin this thing. And also guys, let me remind you, today at 7 p.m. I have this amazing advanced quiz. As I told you, 17th to 21st of November we will be having this amazing advanced quizzes. So permutations and combinations today at 7 p.m. Amazing session it's going to be, and you guys are invited there. Okay, so guys, do not forget to come along. Also guys, AJ Live is the code which you have to use for subscribing to Unacademy Plus. After you do that, you know very well that integral calculus course is going to begin from 25th November, so you can join there as soon as possible. Also my graph sets, relations and functions lecture is going on. Okay, so this also you get to know this part in detail, everything from basics, from ground level to the toughest level of 12th grade. So I've covered everything in this series, and guys, definitely you can obviously come over here. Okay, how to solve entire Singage? That's the question from Asha. Asha, you have to pick and choose the questions which are tough, which are new. So that ideology you will have when you attend my lectures. So here I have picked up the amazing problems from Singage, and if you attend my quizzes on daily basis on the app, you will get to know an idea how to choose the different types of problems from this Engage. Okay, so definitely you have to be regular over here. You will get to know the idea. That's it. Because obviously you have to have that frame of mind that I don't have to solve all the questions. I have to solve the questions which are unique. So you have to pick and choose accordingly. Okay, and that's it. So after that you can also solve the PYQs, which will be very beneficial. Okay, so without wasting any time guys, let's begin this amazing one-shot revision session on complex numbers. So guys, first thing and the most important thing to begin with, that is modulus and argument of a complex number. So guys, what is the meaning of modulus? So first of all, you should know that any complex number can be written as x plus iy, which has a real part. Everyone knows this. This is called as real part, and this y is called as what guys? Imaginary part. So guys, hi Varun, how are you? So guys, we can plot this x comma y in this card. This is called as Argand plane guys, So this is called as argand plane. So we can plot this thing on the argand plane. As soon as you plot it, you will be getting this point as x comma y. And guys, the distance from this origin is nothing but called as the mod of z. What is the mod of z, guys? Modulus of z is, or the modulus of the complex number is nothing but denoted by small r as well. So this is nothing but the distance of the point from the center, that is origin. Okay, so that will come out to be, guys, root under x square plus y square, which is very, very easy to understand. Great. Okay, now guys, let's look into the argument. Now what is argument? So now many people are confused sometimes, and how do we write it? But obviously, if you just remember this logic, you will, yes, this will be one shot. Yes, this is one shot revision. Full chapter will be revised. Okay, so please stay tuned till the end. Do not miss out. Get your friends also on board. Okay, so guys, obviously, if the, see here, first case is, let's suppose the complex number is in the first quadrant. Okay, so guys, what is the argument actually is? Argument is angle made by z from positive x-axis. Okay, positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. So that is very, very important. We have to go in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so guys, if let's suppose this is the alpha angle. Let's suppose this angle is alpha. Okay, so guys, argument I am denoting by theta. So argument is denoted by theta. Okay, so the theta will be nothing but alpha, right? So that is my argument of the complex number. Now let's suppose if this angle is alpha for the time being. So this is the angle alpha. So now what is the, let's suppose the complex number is in the second quadrant. So now what is the angle made from the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction? Positive x-axis, do not forget, it should be from the positive x-axis, not from the negative x-axis. So positive x-axis, say this is making an angle of, this is called as theta. So this theta will be what, guys? Pi minus alpha. Similarly, guys, let's suppose if the point is in, you can say, third quadrant, the third quadrant. So what will be the angle? You can very well say that is pi plus alpha, right? That will be what? Pi plus alpha, right? 180. Pi means 180. Okay, pi plus alpha. If this angle is alpha over here, this short one. Okay, so guys, there are two methods of writing it now. Now you can either write pi plus alpha, or you can also write minus of pi minus alpha. Why? Because see here, guys, let's suppose if somebody has this as the argument. Okay, let's suppose this is 30 degrees. So there are two ways of writing the argument of z. Let's suppose your z is somewhat here. So guys, there are two arguments. Arguments means two kinds of things which we can say. We can say that, okay, this is the argument of z, this is my theta. So some guys will say that, okay, so you can say that this will be 180 degrees. So 180. So argument of z, somebody can say 180 degree plus 30, which is 210. Also, you can say what? You can also say that, hello Agdash, how are you? Okay, so guys, this will be what? Tell me. This will be also the argument, right? From here also you can reach, but you are going in clockwise direction. So clockwise means negative angle. So argument of z will be what? You can say here minus. You can say what, guys? Minus this angle. How much it is? Obviously everyone knows this is 150 degrees. So minus 150 degree also you can say. Okay, so guys, there are two methods of doing it, one from the anti-clockwise manner and one in the clockwise. So better what we do is we write it 1 minus 150. Why? Because this is short. Actually this is 150, right? So we try to write it between 0 and 180, negative or positive, whatever. So this is the actual way we write it. Okay, this 210 is not wrong, it's not wrong, but that is also correct. So generally we write it as minus 150. That looks better. Because in the fourth quadrant also, if the angle is there, let's suppose we have the fourth quadrant. Okay, so now let's suppose this is 30 degrees. So somewhat say what the argument of z is how much? 330, right? That is correct, that's not wrong. But hi Calvin, how are you? Okay, so you can also say that argument of z is minus 30. Okay, so hello everyone, good evening to all of you. This is one short revision on complex numbers. So guys, please stay tuned till the end. We are going to just rock today. We are going to solve a lot of amazing problems. Okay, So guys, there are two methods again. So one is either you can write 2 pi minus alpha, 360 degree minus alpha minus 30, that is 330, or you can also say minus 30 because that you're going in clockwise direction. Clockwise means negative angle, anti-clockwise means positive angle. Okay, so I hope everyone understood the argument and modulus. So guys, with the help of that, we can easily write down this amazing thing. What is that? Modulus argument form of a complex number. So guys, any complex number z is equals to x comma y. So here this will be theta. Let's suppose that is the argument for the time being. So guys, obviously everyone can say that x will be equal to what? R cos theta, and y will be equal to what? R sin theta. Any complex number can be written as x plus iy, right? So as soon as you put up the value of r cos theta plus I r sin theta, you can take the r common, you will get this thing. Understood? R cos theta plus I sin theta, which is nothing but called as the modulus argument form. The whole complex number has been written in terms of the modulus, that is r. R is nothing but what, guys? I have told you, mod z. R, that is modulus, and theta is nothing but what? Argument of z. So that's what we have written the whole complex number in terms of mod z and argument of z. So this short form is also called as r cis theta. Okay, we also call it r cis theta. Also guys, you should know that cos theta plus I sin theta can be written as e to the power I theta, and I have told you guys this is nothing but the proof. If you want, I have proved it in my this JEE English channel. In the complex number lecture, you can go, you can get the proof. Everything has been done in detail. If you have obviously interest to know how does this come, I have obviously proved that in my lectures. So guys, definitely you can go and see that using Taylor series. I have done that. And guys, that is why we can write r cos theta plus I sin theta as r e power I theta also, which is nothing but called as the Euler form or Euler form. You can say whatever you like. Okay, so this is nothing but the Euler form. Okay, so definitely guys, E means Euler number, that's why that is called as the Euler form. So guys, do not forget that this is very important to understand that these are the most important things in your revision, and definitely guys, you should remember these two concepts for sure. Chal. Now guys, let's move ahead and try to use some properties which are very important. Okay, obviously guys, there are many properties, but logical ones we will do, and others we can easily derive if you know the concepts. Okay, so guys, first is mod of z1 into z2 का whole mod is mod of z1 into mod of z2. Let's try to prove this thing with the help of our Euler form. That will be very easy to do it. Okay guys, so we want to prove what? Mod of z1 z2 is equals to what? Mod of z1 into mod of z2. Okay, so I'm going to prove this thing for you guys. So how? Let's suppose guys, if somebody says z1 is equals to, I'm taking as r1 e power I theta 1. Okay, right, it will have some modulus and some argument, and z2 I am taking as r2 e power I theta 2. Okay, so guys, what about z1 into z2? So if you look at z1 into z2, you will get what? r1 r2 e power I theta 1 into e power I theta 2, right? So guys, you can say very well here that r1 r2 e power I theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay, so guys, this is nothing but what? My z1 into z2. Now this is a complex number, right? Let's call it a new complex number, z. So this is its modulus, right? Whatever is multiplied with e power I something is modulus, right? Yes, so this is your r. So what happened guys? We got z1 z2 is equals to r1 r2 e power I theta 1 plus theta 2, right? So this is nothing but what? My z. Let's call it z for the time being. And this will be what guys? Can I say z1 z2? Yes, mod of z1 into mod of z2. And this is e power I theta 1. That is argument of z1 plus argument of z2. Isn't it? Yes. So guys, what is z coming out as? This whole thing will be what? Mod of z, which is nothing but what? Mod of z1 z2, which is nothing but proved as r1 into r2, na? Which is nothing but mod of z1 into mod of z2. Understood everyone? So just by comparing with the Euler form, you can prove this. Also, this is theta, right? The whole theta. So what is this argument of z coming out as? Argument of z means argument of z1 z2. that is coming as argument of z1 plus argument of z2. We have proved this formula as well. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so just by using the Euler formula, everything becomes so easy, guys, and that's one of the strength of yours. You have to remember these two formulas definitely, and you can, if you forget also, you can derive it within seconds if you understand the Euler form and the polar form. Now guys, next is this last one, which is very easy. Actually, z bar is nothing but, if let's suppose if z is a complex number, so its conjugate is called as z bar, which is x minus iy. Okay, so guys, definitely if your x plus iy is coming here, that is x comma y, so x comma minus y will be here, right? If this is your z, this will be your z bar. If it is making an angle theta over here, this will definitely make an angle of minus theta, because both will have same angle, but this will be in a clockwise direction. So this is theta, so this will be minus theta. So that's why, guys, amazing formula. Argument of z bar is minus times of argument of z. Guys, any doubt, please comment. I will handle all your queries on this platform. I hope everyone understood. Clear? So guys, that is it. Some important properties which I told you, which are very, very important. I have discussed with you in detail. Now, so guys, now the main thing is the de Moivre's theorem. So this you will understand within seconds, which many of the students are confused, and you will have no issues whatsoever. Hello, nothing peace. How are you? Okay. So guys, the formula says cos theta plus I sin theta power n is nothing but this. So let's do it, guys. The first part I'm proving. So guys, can I say cos theta plus I sin theta is e power I theta, right? Whole power n. So the guys powers will multiply. We'll get e power I n theta. Now guys, e power I n theta. This will be nothing but what? Just if you expand cos n theta plus I sin n theta, right everyone? See how easy the thing has become. Absolutely, yes. So guys, cos theta plus I sin theta, we can write as e power I theta whole power n. So e power I n theta it will become, and you can easily expand it. Now let's look into the next part. The next part is cos theta. Second one is cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power minus n. Now again I will write this as e power I theta whole to the power minus n. Now guys, when you obviously multiply the powers, what we will get? You get e power I minus n theta. Now this is whatever it is multiplied with I is your argument, isn't it? So guys, now when you expand it, what are we going to get? We'll get cos of minus n theta plus I sin minus n theta, right? So this is also called as sometimes cis minus cis n theta, right? Sorry, cis of minus n theta, right? Cos, because this is the angle, so you can also write it as cis minus n theta. But if you expand it, guys, cos of minus theta is what? Cos theta. And sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Right? Okay. So this is what we got. Easy. So we proved the second one very easily. Now the next one. Cos theta minus I sin theta, guys, what we will say? This is coming as this. So let's see how we can derive that third part. So we have cos theta minus I sin theta whole to the power n, isn't it? Now how to write it? First, the issue is we have to write this in terms of Euler form. So guys, what I'll do is I'll just play a trick over here. What I'll do is I'll write cos of minus theta and plus I sin of minus theta. Because guys, we want some cos something plus I sin something for sure. Otherwise, we won't be able to apply the Euler form, right? So what we will do is we can write this as e power I of minus theta whole power n. This will be what, guys? E power I minus n theta. Got it? Same thing now. So you can obviously, guys, write it as a cis of minus n theta as well. Okay. So it's up to you. You can obviously write it, and then guys, you can obviously expand it and write as cos n theta minus sin I sin n theta, because cos of minus x is minus plus cos x and sin of minus x is minus sin x. Now finally, guys, this will be pretty easy to prove the fourth one. And you can again write it as Fourth one is very easy. You can write it as e power minus theta whole power minus, and minus minus will become plus. It will be e power I n theta, which is nothing but cos theta plus I sine n theta, right? That's it. So that's very easy. That's cis n theta. We have proved it very easily, guys. This de Moivre's theorem, which is the amazing formula, which is very important, has been asked many a times in JEE in the past. Fine. Chalo, let's move ahead now. Nth roots of unity, guys. Now this plays a very key role. Guys, everyone, please watching the lecture, hit the like, guys, please. And that will be very amazing for us. Our team is working day in day out for you guys. So that will be very encouraging for our team over here at JEE English. Also, guys, any doubt, please ask. Please ask your doubts. Okay, this is obviously a kind of a doubt removal session also, you can say. And I'm here to solve all your queries. So please answer and please ask any doubt whatsoever is there related to the topic. Done. So guys, next is obviously if you look at the cube roots of unity. Now guys, I hope everyone knows the cube roots of unity, right? So we have obviously three cube roots of unity. If you have x cube equals to 1. So what happens is, guys, if you bring this 1 this side, you will solve a cube minus b cube, minus b into a square plus ab plus b square equals to 0. You'll get x equals to 1, and then if you solve this thing, so you will get the other roots, isn't it? You will get what? X is equals to minus 1 plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, which is nothing but, so guys, as it is a revision session, I think you guys would know this one. This will be what? Root 3 iota by 2. So that's what, guys. Here we will be getting three roots. What are those? First is obviously 1. X equals to 1 we are getting, then x equals to minus 1 plus root 3 iota by 2. So this is called as omega, guys. And also you are getting minus 1 minus root 3 iota by 2. This is called as omega square. And I've told you guys, you can take this as omega square. This will be omega then. Okay, so this is what the cube roots of unity is. Okay, if you cube this number, you will get 1 only. Okay, and if you cube this also, you'll get 1. So guys, that is very important. You should remember that omega cube is 1, and omega cube will be 1, and also 1 plus omega square will be 0. So these are the two important things you have to remember for cube roots of unity. Then only you can solve these problems. Okay, so guys, let's suppose if you have omega. So omega, we can plot it over here, right? So first complex number, we'll plot it here. That is 1, 0. Second complex number, if you're plotting on a circle, let's suppose if you're plotting it, so this will be 1, right? And this will be what, guys? Minus 1 by 2, comma root 3 by 2. So we are obviously calculating, guys, the different roots like cube roots, fourth roots. Then we'll obviously learn the nth roots also. So we are plotting them on the Argand plane. So this will be what? Minus 1 by 2, comma minus root 3 by 2. Sakshi, you're lagging. Okay. Please revise. Please refresh it and try come join once again. Okay, Sakshi. Okay, guys. So we have minus 1 by 2, comma root 3 by 2 over here, and this will be minus 1 by 2, comma minus root 3 by 2. Okay. So what we are seeing here is that this is a complex number, right? Okay, this is a complex number plotted over here. Its argument will definitely be what? Everyone knows it. What will be that, guys? Because if you look at this height, this is 1 by 2, this is root 3 by 2. So this is 60 degree. So this angle will be how much? 120, right? This will be how much, guys? 120 for sure. Argument of this complex number, right? You know very well how to do it. If you guys don't know, I'll teach you argument of z if you want, like argument of omega. If you want argument of omega, so that will be what? You have to calculate that. First of all, you have to see that what is this value? Z is nothing but minus 1 by 2 plus root 3 iota by 2. Okay, so this is what the x component. So just take the magnitudes. Okay, so what is the sine theta root 3 by 2, and what is the cos theta 1 by 2? Just take the alpha here. So if you take the tan alpha, what is it coming out as? Tan alpha will be perpendicular by base root 3. Now this alpha is nothing but 60. So this will theta will be what? 120. So that's how we actually calculate it. You can get the alpha, then from there you can get the theta as well. Okay, fine. So guys, now we have 120 degrees as this. Now if you look at this carefully, this is 120. So now what we will do is, we can easily get one thing doing over here, that this angle will also be 120, right? Okay, okay, so and this over here is 240, so this is also 120. So this is actually divided into three parts of 120 degrees each. Yeah? So if somebody asks what is argument of omega, so you will say what? 120. Argument of omega square will be what? You will say either 240 or minus 120, isn't it? Now what you have done here is, to be frank, here is that what you have done is you have divided the 2 pi into three parts, isn't it? You have divided the 2 pi into three parts, isn't it? 360 by 3, right? We have done what? 360 degree by 3, so we got what? 120. So at every 120 degree each, we got the roots, they are lying, right? Understood? So that's how we actually get the cube roots of unity. Understood? So the unit circle, because we are doing x cube equals to 1, the unit circle is divided into three parts: 120, 120, 120, because we are calculating cube root. Great. Okay guys, so first, obviously guys, your first alpha, that will be first root. You get, that's why this is denoted by alpha over here. First will be what? E power I 2 pi by 3, which is omega, and the next will be e power I 4 pi by 3, which will be omega square. So this is how actually we get it. Okay, right? Amazing. So guys, we have, whenever we have x cube equals to 1, so x cube equals to 1 will have three roots. That is what? You can also say e power I 0, that is first angle is 0. Then we will have e power I 2 pi by 3. Then we'll have e power I 4 pi by 3, guys. This is nothing but 1 omega and omega square, and we generally call it as 1 alpha alpha square. Three roots going from 1 to alpha square. I hope everyone is understanding. Guys, any doubt you can please comment. I'm here to handle. Okay, so these are the three roots, guys, of this amazing expression. Fine. Next, now let's suppose, guys, if you would have heard about fourth root, right? Fourth root means x power 4 equals to 1. So everyone knows what are the roots. X power 4 equal to 1. What are the roots? Tell me. What are the roots of x power 4 equal to 1? X power 4 equal to 1. What are the roots? Everyone knows, guys, that x will give you what? 1, then iota, then minus iota, then minus 1, right? That's what we have. So we have obviously four roots. How do we get it? See guys, this is a unit circle, right? Okay, so the unit circle is actually divided into four parts: 90, 90, 90, 90, isn't it? Yes. That will give you what? This will be nothing but 1 comma 0. This will be nothing but what? 0 comma 1. This will be nothing but what? Minus 1 comma 0. And this will be nothing but what, guys? 0 comma minus 1, right? This is nothing but 1, complex number 1. This is nothing but complex number iota, right? And x coordinate is 0, and this is the coordinate minus 1, and this is nothing but minus iota. Understood? So that's what we have done here. So this is first, so this is alpha. You can say this is alpha square, this is alpha cube. How? Because if you look at this one, guys, first one will be what? That is obviously e power I 0. Then we'll have e power I 2 pi by 4. Then we'll have what? Guys, just add this angle to it. So you can see over here that you can see here e power I 4 pi by 4, right? Because you'll add 2 pi by 4, then 6 pi by 4, 3 pi by 2. Second one will have argument as pi. You can see here 4 4 cancel, it will have pi as the argument. And the third one will have obviously 3 pi by 2 as the argument. That's why it is coming as minus iota. So it's a very amazing thing, guys, if you look at it. So we are actually dividing it into four parts. This is at 90, this will be 90, this will be 90. Four parts it is divided. Why? Because we are calculating fourth roots of unity. Understood? If you would have calculated, let's suppose, guys, somebody would have asked, sir, if you are calculating x square equal to 1, will you divide it into two parts? Yes, obviously. We'll have only two roots, 1 comma 0 and minus 1 comma 0. So first this will be divided into two parts, 180 and 180. That's it. Because we are calculating x square equals to 1. Okay. So guys, first root will be 1 comma 0, then we'll have minus 1 comma 0. Got it? Okay. Chalo guys, now let's move ahead with the nth roots of unity. How do we solve the nth roots? Like let's suppose we have nth roots, x power n. So let's suppose if I have got x power n equals to 0, sorry 1. So how do we solve that? So guys, obviously we will divide this whole circle into how many parts? N parts. This will be what? 2 pi by n. This will be 2 pi by n. This will be what? Again 2 pi by n. So guys, what we've understood is that first we have this roots, right, for x power cube equals to 1. Then we have 1 alpha square, then alpha cube comes for x power 4 equals to 1. So we can see that they are in GP, right? These are in what? GP. Okay, so that's what we can actually analyze over here, that these are what? In GP. Similarly guys, if you look at this one, this is 1, this is alpha square and all. So guys, we can see here that this will be first root alpha. That first root alpha will be what? E power I 2 pi by n. Then next will be what guys? Alpha square, which will be what? E power I 4 pi by n. Okay, then alpha cube will be what? E power I 3 times of that, 6 pi by n, and so on, isn't it? That will be what? Finally guys, alpha power n minus 1 we will go. Okay, why? Because we cannot go alpha power n, because now we are starting from 1. Okay, we are starting from 1, so this is alpha power 0, you can say. Okay, so alpha power 0 to n minus 1, then only n roots, no? Because we cannot have n plus 1 roots. We have n roots, so we'll end up at n minus 1, like omega square we end, right? We have, when we solve x cube equal to 1, we end it at what? Omega power 2 equals to 1. So this will be what guys? E power I 2 pi by n whole power n minus 1. So this will give you what guys? E power I 2 pi by n into n minus 1. So this is what we will be ending up at. Okay guys, so this is how we have, these are the roots which we have in front of us, and we can easily get it done. So let's look into a few amazing properties of this particular concept. So guys, the first is, let's suppose if you have this one, we'll have nth roots denoted by this. So I've already told you 1 alpha square alpha power n minus 1 till this thing where alpha is nothing but e power I 2 pi by n. Okay, so e power I 2 pi by n can be written as what? You can very well say that this can be written guys as cis 2 pi by n, right? Why not? Okay, now I have told you that this is nothing but in a GP with common ratio alpha. Obviously it's pretty evident that this is a GP with common ratio alpha. Great. Now guys, what is the amazing thing is, what is the sum of all the roots? Now let's calculate it. Let's not look into the formula, let's calculate that. It's a very amazing thing. So guys, 1 plus alpha square till alpha cube and so on till alpha power n minus 1. Let's calculate the sum of all the roots. Okay, so guys, it's a GP. Everyone knows the formula of GP. Sn equals to A. You can say 1 minus, or you can say alpha r power n minus 1 upon r minus 1, right? Everyone knows that. So what will be the sum, guys? Can I say A r power n, alpha power n, because n roots are there, n terms are there, 1 alpha minus 1. Now guys, what is alpha power n? Now what is alpha power n? So this is alpha power n will be what? E power I 2 pi by n whole power n minus 1 upon alpha minus 1. So guys, can I say n will cancel out? Yes, we will get what? E power I 2 pi minus 1 upon alpha minus 1. Now guys, if you're confused, I have the medicine for that. So guys, e power I 2 pi, what is that? That is nothing but cos 2 pi plus I sin 2 pi, na? Guys, any doubt, everyone, please answer. Please ask. Please ask. So cos 2 pi is 1, sin 2 pi is 0. Are you getting it? This is 1, my dear friends. This is 1. Okay, e power I 2 pi will be 1. Because cos 2 pi 1, sin 2 pi will be 0. So 1 minus 1 is actually 0. So guys, the sum is 0. That's the reason why, guys, the sum of the nth roots of unity, all roots will be 0, whether that be anything. Like we already know that 1 plus omega square is what? 0. Similarly, 1 plus iota plus -1 plus minus iota will also be what? 0. Add all the roots, you will get 0. And 1 plus -1, these are the roots of what? X square equals to 1. Isn't it? These are the roots of x cube equals to 1. These are the roots of what? X power 4 equals to 1. So if you add all the roots, you will definitely get 0. Now next part. This is important. The product of nth roots of unity. So guys, all of you would have I'll just give you a brief idea. Let's take examples and do it. And let's suppose if we are talking about x cube, I'll just try to relate each and everything for you guys. So let's suppose if you have x cube equal to 1, the roots are what? 1 omega and omega square. So guys, when you product all of them, what are we getting? We're getting omega cube, right? What are we getting? Omega cube, which is 1. Omega cube, which is 1. So we are getting 1. Okay, now let's suppose if we have x power 4 equals to 1, what are the roots? 1 into iota into iota -1 into minus iota. What are we getting? We're getting iota square, which is -1. Oh, great. Acha, if you have x square equals to 1, so what are the roots? X equals to plus -1. When you multiply both 1 and -1, what are we getting? We are getting -1. So what we are seeing over here is, guys, when we have odd power, we will get 1, the product. When we have even power, we'll get -1. Understood? So that's the trick. I'll prove it also, no doubt about it. Obviously, I'll prove it for you guys. Let's see the proof. So guys, let's see the proof. The logic will actually be prevailing. So guys, we have, let's suppose x power n equals to 1. Obviously, the roots will be 1 alpha square, and so on till alpha power n -1. So the product will be what? Product will be 1 into alpha square into alpha cube and so on till alpha power n -1. Now guys, if you add it, you will get 1 plus 2 plus 3 so on till n -1. Okay, so this everyone knows, right? The product will be what? Tell me. The product will be alpha to the power, what is it? 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n -1. So n -1 terms, right? N -1 terms, how can you add it? That will be what? N into n -1 by 2, right? Obviously, sum of n -1 terms, AP, it is AP. Final number of terms is n -1 by 2 into a plus n. Okay, so guys, now what we will do is, okay, that will come RL and Kaushik. Okay, that has just been taken back for a day or something. It will be back. Don't worry. Okay, it will be back. The video will be back. Don't worry. Okay, guys. So now this is the product. So what will be coming, guys? Tell me. P will be alpha. We already know, e power I 2 pi by n whole power n into n -1 by 2. So what will happen? We can see here that, guys, your n and n will cancel, 2 and 2 will cancel. We will get e power I pi power n -1. Now what is e power? Yes, Sakshi, tell your doubt. What's your doubt? Tell me quickly. Comment your doubt. E power I pi. What is e power I pi? Cos pi plus I sin pi. Cos pi is cos 180 is -1. Sin pi is 0. This is -1. So what is it coming out as, guys? -1 to the power n -. That's the proof. Right? We've proved it. Isn't it, guys? Yes. So guys, we have done what? We proved it. So if you put n as even number, so what will you get? You will get what? Last question. I didn't take any question as such. You want to sum? You're talking about the sum, Sakshi? The sum? How is that coming as 0? Okay, Sakshi, see here. We have here AP, GP, right? Do you know the GP formula? Sum of n terms of a GP. Do you know the formula? You are talking about the sum, right, Sakshi? A r power n -1 upon r -1. So what is the common ratio of this GP? Tell me. Common ratio, what is multiplied? I think so. You know about GP, right? Common ratio is this. This is the formula of a GP. Okay. So the common ratio here R is alpha only. So I have applied here alpha. So A is what? First term. First term is 1. And alpha is the common ratio. Alpha power n minus 1. So then see here. Alpha I told you e power I 2 pi by n. So n will cancel. Okay. So e power I 2 pi. E power I 2 pi means what? Cos 2 pi plus I sin 2 pi. Na? So what is cos 360? Cos 360 degree is 1. Sin 360 is 0. So overall the thing becomes 1. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0. Now if you talk about the product, what happens is the power it is coming as this. So we get e power I pi. So that is why it is coming like this. Understood, Sakshi? Now your doubt is clear. N minus 1 is coming. Hai? That's why if you put here, put n equal to 3. N equal to 3, what do you get? Tell me. 1. Put n equal to 4, what are we getting? Minus 1. Understood? Hai? Because it will be minus 1 ka cube. Minus 1 ka cube is minus 1. And minus 1 ka square is 1. Understood? So that's the reason why when you have cubic, product will be 1. When we have x power 4, product will be minus 1. Understood, guys? Simple logic, very basic question. So very, very important, guys. You have to understand this logic. If you understand it, you can do it easily. Done. Now, guys, one important thing over here is before going to ellipse. So, guys, we obviously have geometrical interpretation, which is very, very important thing. So, I've picked up few important concepts from there. So, actually, guys, you all might be knowing that x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square equal to r square is the equation of a circle with center x1 y1 with center x1 y1 and radius r. Isn't it? Everyone knows this thing. Okay. In the complex number also we get this kind of thing. Guys, if you just take the root, what are we getting? X minus x1 whole square. Very important concept, guys. Please try to understand it carefully. Is equals to r. Okay. So guys, actually what is it denoting? It is denoting distance between 2 points. Okay. This is denoting actually a distance between a point x comma y and x1 y1. So x1 y1 is a fixed value, right? It will be obviously given and y and x are variables, so x and y can change. So x and y are changing, so x and y can be here, can be here, can be here, right? Are you getting my point? So this is denoting a complex number z, and this is denoting a complex number z1, right? Because z means x plus iy, z1 will be x1 plus iy1. Okay, so what is it? It is distance between z and z1. So we denote it by what? Mod of z minus z1 equals to r. Understood? So this actually denotes what? A circle. Understood now? So did you go reverse way? Yes. This, what is it denoting, guys? It's denoting a circle with center. It's what? A circle with center z1 and radius r. Okay, so that's what it is denoting, guys. So we actually have framed it very nicely that this is what we have. Okay, guys. Now what about ellipse? Now, guys, ellipse definition, I hope everyone remembers. The ellipse definition comes from where, you know? So guys, ellipse definition comes from here. I'll just remind you guys who have forgotten. So guys, any random point x comma y on this ellipse should be such that its distance from the 2 points of the foci, and that is AE comma 0, that is minus AE comma 0 and AE comma 0 is fixed, that is equal to 2a, right? That's what the definition of ellipse says. Okay, see how, guys, it's important for advanced and mains. So guys, what we get is we get under root of x plus AE whole square है ना, plus y square plus under root of x minus AE whole square plus y square is equals to 2a, right? That's the definition. And if you guys are if you have studied the chapter of ellipse in detail, you know that when you take this that side, then only you get the derivation, isn't it? When you take this that side and square it, then you get that relation x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1. Understood? This is how we get this relation. Okay, so that is how we get it. Okay, so what actually it is let's suppose this is one point here, you can say in complex number z1, this is nothing but one complex number z2, and let's call this as the variable. This is the locus now, because that is the actually the locus. So this is a complex number z, this is a complex number z1, z2. So guys, what we should say is that mod of z1, z minus z1, distance between z minus z1 plus z mod of z minus z2 should be 2a, right? 2a. And 2a here, our 2a is nothing but k. Are you getting my point? That is it. Amazing. Okay, guys, I hope you guys relate it. So this is denoting an ellipse. This is representing an ellipse. Understood? Are you getting it? Whenever you see a question in complex number like mod of z1, mod of z minus z1 plus mod of z minus z2 is k, that is an ellipse. But one thing you have to keep in mind. One thing you have to keep in mind. What is that thing? That, guys, obviously eccentricity is less than 1, right? If you multiply 2a, that means 2ae should be less than 2a. That's what the condition is, right, for ellipse. 2ae should be less than 2a. Okay, what is 2ae? 2ae is the distance between the foci. Okay, that means mod of, this is nothing but what? Mod of z1, sorry, eccentricity should be less than 1, right? I just multiplied with 2a both sides. Yeah, is that correct? Maybe 1 second. Let me see here. Okay. One second. So that's what we are getting, guys. Mod of, so this is what 2a will be, what distance between the foci, that is mod of z1 minus z2. This should be less than 2a, which is k. Understood? So that is important here, that it should be less than the value k. K is nothing but 2a. This is nothing but what? Major axis length. And guys, everyone knows this, right? This is a 2a. This is right. This is the definition of the ellipse. So this should be less than it. So guys, please try to understand if you want to prepare for JEE Mains and advanced. This is very important concept. I hope you guys know the basic concept of ellipse. From there only we have derived this thing. Okay. So guys, obviously for other cases it becomes an empty set, right? It cannot be less than this, and the line segment if k is this thing. Okay. So this is important. You can leave out this part. So this part is important, that k should be greater than mod of z1 minus z2, then only it will represent an ellipse. Okay, I've properly explained you this concept. Okay, now let's move ahead with the hyperbola. Now hyperbola, this is the condition. So guys, all of you might be knowing about the derivation. So I'll just take you to the derivation, how the derivation works. So guys, when you did the derivation of hyperbola, so there what we did was we took any point x comma y such that the foci is ae comma 0, and this is what minus ae comma 0. So there what we used to say was, we used to say that this distance, some of the difference of the distance is equals to 2a, right? Yes, and there we have transverse and conjugate axis, not major and minor. Okay, so what we used to say was, we used to say that mod of x plus ae whole square under root plus y square, the distance of this point to this point, plus distance of this point to this point, that is x minus ae, to subtract, sorry, difference. Okay, so x minus ae whole square plus y square should be equal to 2a. Now guys, we don't know whether this is positive or this is positive, so it can be negative also. That's why we take the whole mod actually. Understood? We take the whole mod. So this is first foci, we'll call it as z1, this is z2, and this is your z now. So correspondingly, if you write it in terms of complex numbers, so what we'll say, this part is nothing but mod of z minus z1, right? Mod of z minus z1 minus of mod of z minus z2, whole mod, right? This whole mod, this is the whole mod, is equals to 2a, which is our k now. Okay, so guys, for this to be the hyperbola, for this to be an hyperbola, what should be the condition? All of you might be knowing it now. So the hyperbola condition is that eccentricity is more than 1, right? just multiply 2a both sides. So 2ae should be more than 2a. What is a 2ae? Mod of z1 minus z2 should be greater than k. That's how we got it. So everything we can understand, guys, if we have a logic, and then we can actually do this question very easily. Okay, guys, chalo, let's move ahead with it. Okay, and you can easily solve some problems also related to it. So guys, let's solve some amazing problems on this topic. Okay, I hope you guys understood the concepts, and this will be very beneficial for your preparation of your JEE Mains and Advanced. So let's quickly solve some amazing problems related to this topic. So first is this, guys. So this kind of questions have been asked many a times in JEE in the past. So we have I to the power k. Okay, we have I to the power k, and a k is going from 0 to 200, and a p is when we are p is going from 1 to 50. So this is not pi means product, summation means addition. So we need to get the value of x comma y. So let's solve. So let's solve the summation part first. Okay, so summation is easy, k equals to 0 till 200. Okay, so all of you might be doing this. This part will be definitely 0, right? Or why? Because we know that consecutive powers of iota is 0. We know that this is I square will be -1, I cube will be minus iota, this will be 1. So consecutive powers of iota is 0. So from there you can get it. We will get I power 0. Then next will be what? Plus, I'm writing it separately, I power 1, I power 2, I power 3, I power 4. Then we'll have something like I power 5, I power 6, and so on, until I power 200. What I'm saying is from here to here will be 0. We'll be only left with I power 0, right? Because consecutive powers, so this is 0, I power 5, I power 6, I power 7, I power 8, because everything will be repeating, right? It's periodic. 0. So it will be simply I power 0, which is 1. So this value is 1. Also, if you want, you can use the GP formula, because it will be nothing but a GP with first term A and R power n. Right? How many terms do we have? We have 201 terms. Minus 1 upon r minus 1. Okay, so I power 201 is iota, so that will be nothing but iota minus 1 upon iota minus 1, that will be 1. Understood? So you can use GP formula also if you want. So now let's look into the product part. That might be a little bit tricky, but it's not that difficult also. So we want pi from p equal to 1 till 50, that is iota power p. That means we want iota power 1 into iota power 2 into iota power 3 into iota power 4 and so on till iota power 50. So guys, what will happen is we will get iota power 1 plus 2 plus 3 so on till 50. So what is this coming out as, guys? What is this coming out as? Tell me. Iota power n into n plus 1 by 2, right? N into n plus 1 by 2. What is this? 1275, right? 50 into 20, 51 into 25. What is 51 into 25, guys? 51 into 25. What is it coming out? 50 into 25 will be 1250 plus 25, right? So that will be what? 1275. Okay, so 1275, nearest multiple of 4 you have to go, right? Because I power 4n is 1, nearest multiple of 4 is 1. So you can go here, it will be, I think so, iota power 1272 will be multiple of 4. This will be iota cube. This part will be 1, this part will be iota cube will be left, which is nothing but minus iota. Understood? So this is coming as minus iota. So overall thing is coming as what? Overall thing is coming as, if you look at, we are getting what? 1 minus iota. So x is coming as 1, y is coming as minus 1. It is 1 comma minus 1. Right? So that's how we've actually done it. Very easily, we have actually got the value of this one, iota power k and iota power 50 and so on. Okay, chalo guys, now let's look into the next problem. You just have to use the property which I told you over here also. So guys, very basic fundamental question. There are two arguments given, z1 and z2 bar. Then the argument of z1, z2. That's what we have to calculate. Okay. So guys, everyone watching, please, if you're understanding, if you're learning something new today, please like this session over here. Share it with your friends. and that'll be very very encouraging for our team who are working out day in day out for you guys to provide quality education for free. Come on guys, let's see how many of you can get this one. So what we need to do is simple, pretty simple here. We have argument of z1 into z2, right? So argument of z1 into z2 I have already told you. Argument of z1 into z2 can be written as argument of z1 plus argument of z2. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so this will be what? Argument of z1 plus argument of z2. Right? Now the thing is, this is pi by 3. Okay, now what is argument of z2 bar? Z2 bar will be what? Argument of z2 is pi by 4. So what is argument of z2 bar? That will be minus pi by 4. Yes, so this will be what? Pi by 3 minus pi by 4. What is it coming out as? Yes, I did celebrate. I went in the morning and I celebrated it and came back. Okay, so guys, what are we getting? We are getting pi by 12. So that's the answer here. Okay, I've already told you argument of z2 bar will be what? Minus pi by 4. So we can put it over here and then we can get the value easily. So next. The next question is this one. We have modulus. We have to write it in terms of modulus and amplitude form. 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta. We have to write it in terms of modulus amplitude form. Modulus amplitude form means, guys, we need something like cos x plus I sin x. Now this x can be anything. Okay, this can be anything. So we want something like that. Okay, also we would love to have some r over here, है ना? That is the thing. R cos something plus I sin something. So we want to write down this thing as. That's the modulus argument form we have. So what we will say, guys, let's suppose if you look at this one carefully, 1 plus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta, do you guys know the formula, trigonometric formulas? Trigonometric formulas, guys, double angle formulas. 1 plus cos 2 theta, 2 cos square theta, right? So 1 plus cos theta will be 2 cos square theta by 2. Now hint is in the options. We have to get it in terms of half angle formulas, right? Trigonometry plays a really key role in this thing, complex numbers, guys. So you have to be very very smart with it. Okay, sine theta can be written as what? 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2, right? Just put up the values over there. So when you put up the values over there, what we will get? We will get z as the complex number 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta will be written as 2 cos square theta by 2 plus I 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. So guys, we'll take 2 cos theta by 2 common. So we'll get what? Cos theta by 2 plus I sin theta by 2. Right? Okay, so this is coming as my R, and isn't it? This is nothing but what, guys? R, hai na? This is theta. Got it, guys? So this is R e power I some alpha, right? So this is nothing but the argument. So you can say mod z is this. This is the mod z, and this argument is what? Theta by 2. Okay. Great. So we've got this one. We've got R cis theta by 2, right? So B 2 cos theta by 2 cis theta by 2. Come on, guys. Next, try this one. Come on, who told you? That was before I was there. Now I'm not working. Okay, guys. So we have alpha is between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, then the modulus argument form of this one. Come on guys, try this one out. So we have cos 2 alpha, okay, we have 1 plus cos 2 alpha plus I sine 2 alpha, then we have want to find out these values of this. Try this one out guys. The modulus argument form of this complex number. Yes, yes, definitely Sakshi, try this one out. I'll give you time. Guys, you are not messaging only, I'm not getting it. Okay, so Vivek is saying answer A. Let's see which one is correct. Come on guys. Try this one out. So we have been given alpha is between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Then we want to find out the modulus argument form of this one. How do we do it? Come on, quickly. Come on guys, tell me. So let's see. See guys, if you look at this one, this is a similar question to what we had last time. Now guys, we have alpha between pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. Okay. So guys, can I say this is in the which quadrant? Can I say this is nothing but pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2? It is in the second or third quadrant. Okay. So second or third quadrant, second and third quadrant guys, can I say that here in this quadrant, obviously your cos will be negative. Okay. So we can definitely reject option B and C. Why? Because guys, your modulus Z can never be negative. Mod Z can't be negative, right? Isn't it everyone? Your mod Z can't be negative, right? 2 cos alpha cannot be negative. Okay. So guys, the reason is obviously mod Z can't be negative. That's the very simple reason. So either it will be option A or D. Now let's see how we can get it. Now guys, first of all, if you simplify this one, what is 1 plus cos 2 alpha? That will be what? 2 cos square alpha plus I sine 2 alpha. That will be what? 2 sine alpha cos alpha. Right? So guys, if you take 2 cos alpha common, what you will get? Cos alpha plus I sine alpha. Right. So guys, can I say this will be nothing but my obviously this value has to come out as this, isn't it? So we have to get this value. So it should be Z. So it should match also. Na? You have to check now which one is matching. Now both are correct. So this is looking correct, but actually it should match this value. Na? It should be original. It should be equal to the original. You cannot change the question. So guys, if you look at the first option, let's see the first option. So what is the first option coming as? Minus 2 cos alpha. Cos of alpha minus pi. Can I say cos of alpha minus pi will be same as cos of pi minus alpha? Cos of alpha minus pi will be what? Same as cos of pi minus, because cos of minus x is cos of x. And then this will be what? Sine of alpha minus pi, which will be what? minus I sine of pi minus alpha, right? So guys, what is it coming out as, tell me? So minus 2 cos alpha, cos of pi minus alpha is minus cos alpha, and this will be what? Minus I sine alpha. So which is coming as, guys, minus minus will become plus, so we'll get 2 cos alpha and plus, which will be coming as cos alpha plus I sine alpha. Okay, so this is actually matching. Okay, this is actually matching with the correct original one, right? Okay, now what about option D? Is it matching? You can check it over here quickly. Let's check it down. So guys, we'll get minus 2 cos alpha, and this will be cos of pi minus alpha minus cos alpha plus I sine alpha. Okay, so this won't match the original one. That's why correct answer is option A only. Very good. Yes, that's the correct answer. Great. Okay guys, next let's move ahead with the next problem. Log of iota power iota. Log of iota power iota. Come on guys, log of iota power iota. Try this one out. What is going to be log of iota power iota, guys? Let's see. So guys, iota power iota you have to see first. What is iota power iota? That is very important. So iota is what? What is iota? Can I say it is e power I pi by 2? है ना? We can write it in terms of this Euler form, because what is cos pi by 2 plus I sine pi by 2? है ना? So cos 90 is 0, sine 90 is 1. So that's why we can write it as iota. Okay. So what will be iota power iota? E power I pi by 2 whole power iota. What is that? That will be e power I square. I square pi by 2. What is that? E power minus pi by 2. Okay. So e power minus pi by 2. So now here, if you look at this one, if you take the log of this number, and that is a very good question as well, guys, that means iota power iota is real. That's an amazing thing. We can say that iota power iota is what? A real number. Okay, so that's what very amazing thing is, that iota power iota is a real number. So what about log of this? You take log of iota power iota, which will be what? Log of e power minus pi by 2, which will be what? M log x minus pi by 2 log e, right? You take log base e, so what is got? That will become 1, so we'll get what? Minus pi by 2. That's the answer. Okay, very important concept actually. Next. So 1 alpha power n minus 1 be the nth roots of the unity, then the value of alpha power p, alpha square power p, है ना? And so on till alpha power n minus 1 power p is what? So as I have told you guys, you can use your logic and tricks to solve this kind of question. Come on, everyone. So p is what? Multiple of n. Okay, so Sakshi is saying option 1. Very good, Sakshi. So p is what, guys? Multiple of n. So you can take an example now. Why to take it for n? So guys, that's how you have to. Very good. No. P is not product. P is a multiple of n. So as I told you guys, we have, you can take an example of 1 omega and omega square, right? If you have 3 roots, so what will be that? 1 omega and omega square. Okay. So now what is that is, you have to go till omega square. P is a multiple of n, so the power is a multiple of n. That is the root of what? X cube equal to 1, right? So n is 3. So take a number p as 6. You can take 6, you can take 9, you can take 3, you can take anything. So let's take p as 6. That's a multiple of n, right? I'm solving this question by taking examples. That is very important. You can do this very easily. So guys, what will happen is, when you put it over here, what is happening? Tell me. So 1 plus alpha. Alpha is what? Omega. Omega power 6 plus omega square power 6. What are we getting? 1 plus omega power 6 plus omega power 12. Which will be that? Tell me. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. That's it. So what are we getting? We are getting n only. Right? You can take 9 also, you'll get 1 plus 1 plus 1 only, 3 only. That's it. That's what coming as n. Okay, guys? So that is the answer. Let's move ahead now. Okay, now guys, the next question is, if it is not the multiple, so what will be the answer? If p is not the multiple of n. Come on. P is not the multiple of n, then let this will be this be the nth roots. Be the nth roots of unity, then the value of L1 plus alpha bar p, alpha square per p will be what? Very good, Sakshi. Fantastic. Very nice. So guys, again same logic, है ना? You can again take it for what? 1 omega and omega square. You can keep your n equals to 3 also. And then your p should not be a multiple of n. So you can take it as 2. Right? Acha, you guys would be wondering, sir, take another example. Chalo, I'll take another example. I'll take 1 iota minus 1 and minus iota. Okay. So what is this n value, guys? 4. What is the value of n? N is 4, right? So what is the value of p? So p you can take as anything, right? Which is not a multiple of 4. Let's take p as 3. So we want 1 plus alpha. This is alpha. This is alpha square. This is alpha cube. Okay. So alpha is what? Iota. Iota power 3 plus alpha square. That is what? Iota square power 3 plus iota cube power 3. So So what are we getting? Iota cube is what? Minus iota, and then iota's power 6 will be what? Iota square. Iota power 6 will be what? Iota square, which is coming as what? Minus 1. And then iota power 9. Iota power 9 will be what? 1. Sorry, iota power 9 will be iota. So what are we getting, guys? 0. So this will be giving us 0. Similarly, if you look at this one, 1 plus omega square plus omega power 2 whole square. So this will be what? 1 plus omega square will be 0. That will be 0, guys, any case. Okay. Chalo, guys. Next. Okay, try this one out. So we have xn is equals to cos pi by 4n plus I sine pi by 4n. Then the value of x1 into x2. So this is into x1 into x2 into x3 so on till x infinity. What will be the value? Come on, guys. Come on, everyone. Ayush Ranjan is saying C. Now let's see. Guys, can I say this xn is nothing but e to the power I 4 pi by 4n? Okay, Sakshi is saying A. So let's see. So guys, I pi by 4n, right? So now what will happen is we will be getting x1. So that is what we need what? X1 into x2 into x3 and so on till x infinity. Xn is what? E power I pi by 4 into e power I pi by 4 square to e power I pi by 4 cube and so on. Okay, will be what? E power I pi by 4 power infinity. Okay, so that will be what, guys? Equals to e power I pi. Okay, that will be what? 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 square plus 1 by 4 cube and so on till 1 by 4 power infinity, right? It's an infinite GP, na? So guys, can I say this will be what? E power I pi a upon 1 minus r, right? Yes. So what are we getting, guys? With common ratio 1 by 4 only it is there. So what are we getting? I think so 4 and 4 will cancel. We'll get e power I pi 1 by 3, isn't it? Because this will be what? 3 by 4, 1 by 4 by 3 by 4, 4 will cancel. Very good, Sakshi. That will be what? E power I pi by 3, which is what? Cos pi by 3 plus iota sine pi by 3. Which is what? Cos pi by 3 is what? 1 by 2 plus root 3 iota by 2. That's the answer. 1 by 2 plus root 3 iota by 2. Amazing. Chalo guys, next problem. Okay, now we have to use the trick here. So this is the next question, guys. So 2 power 1 by 4, right? This thing means 2 power 1 by 4. So if one root of this is this, the other root will be what? Okay, so one value of this is this. So what will be the other value? Come on, guys. So I told you inside part we have to write it as something else, right? You have to break and write the inside part. So Karnataka, TD Karnataka is saying option A. Check your answer once. See, guys, 1 plus iota. Whenever we have 1 plus iota, can I multiply and divide by root 2? Right? So this is the hint I am giving. You can write it as root 2 times of cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. Can I write it as cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4? Isn't it, everyone? So which is nothing but what? Root 2 times of e power I pi by 4. Okay. So guys, what will be 1 plus iota power half? 1 plus iota power half will be what? That is coming as root 2 e power I pi by 4 power half. Right? So we are getting what? Root of 2. That will be what? This root will go into both and this will power will multiply e power I pi by 8. That's what they've given here, the first one. So right, this is nothing but what? The first thing. 2 power 1 by 4 e power I pi by 8. This is already given in the question. They're asking the second root. Now guys, what we do is, see, we can write it as e power I pi by 4, but some guy will argue, sir, we can write it something else also, na? Can't we? Guys, can I write that e power I pi by 4 is nothing but e power I 2 pi plus pi by 4 also? है ना? Can't we write it, guys? 2 pi plus pi by 4 also? है ना? Obviously, yes, you can. Because that will be nothing but what? Same thing, na? Cos 2 pi plus pi by 4 will be same as cos pi by 4. है ना? So we can also write it as what? E power I 9 pi by 4. 9 pi by 4. Correct. So you next step is to write it as e power I 9 pi by 4. Understood? So this will be second step. The second thing is what? You can write this as root 2 times of e power I 9 pi by 4 whole power 1 by 2. So it should be giving us what, guys? Root of 2 again, 2 power 1 by 4 e power I 9 pi by 8. Understood? Now guys, somebody will say, sir, why not you're writing 4 pi again? He will say, sir, e power I pi by 4. You write it as e power I 4 pi plus pi by 4. So I'll say, okay, write it down. So what will we get, guys? We will get e power I 17 pi by 4, right? And then our 1 plus iota power half will be what? This will be what? Root, that will be what? 2 power 2 fourth root and e power I 17 pi by 8. Okay, so it will be 17 pi by 8. But guys, if you look at it carefully, it will be nothing but e power I. Can I say 2 pi plus pi by 8? Yes, so this will be back the first one. This will be nothing but the first one only, na? 2 pi e power I pi by 8 only. Understood? So it will keep on repeating. The circle repeats. Remember, the circle keeps on repeating. Understood? Because that's the nth root of unity. So this value keeps on repeating. So only the next root, only two roots, because it's a square root. Square root means two answers only. Then after that, the circle will keep on repeating. If you take 6 pi, that will be back with this one. Then 8 pi will be back with this one. Then 10 pi, 12 pi. So it will keep on repeating the values. So guys, no need to worry about that. Hello guys. Now let's look into the next problem. So x square plus x plus 1 is 0. So then the value of this. Let's see how many of you can do this. So guys, full revision is done today, okay, on this topic. So I hope you guys are liking the session, guys. If you're liking it, please hit a like and obviously share it among your friends. That this will be very beneficial for the students preparing for JEE. Okay. So guys, come on, tell me quickly. No one is answering this question. Very easy. Come on, guys. So guys, if you solve this one, what are we going to get x as? Obviously, we are going to get omega or omega square, right? So either you can put x as omega, because that's the root now. I told you in the beginning only. Root of this equation will be omega or omega square. Okay. So either you can put x as omega or omega square, whatever you like. Okay. So let's put it. So when you put x as omega, so 1 plus omega plus 1 by omega whole square. Then omega square plus 1 by omega square whole square. Then omega cube plus 1 by omega cube whole square. Then omega power 4 plus 1 by omega power 4 whole square. Then omega power 5 plus 1 by omega power 5 whole square. Then omega power 6. Hi future, I'm good. How are you? Whole square and so on, right? Isn't it going on like that? Okay. If you look at this 1 by omega, guys, what is 1 by omega? Everyone should know that. Right? What you can write omega cube, so this will be omega cube, that will be omega square. What about omega 1 by omega square, which will be omega cube by omega, it will be omega, right? So actually, what is it coming out as? This part is omega plus 1 by omega is what? Omega plus 1 by omega will be nothing but omega plus omega square, which is nothing but minus 1, na? Because 1 plus omega square is 0. Similarly, omega, you should have basics strong. If your basics are strong, then you can. Okay. Your basics should be strong. Otherwise, you can attend the revision series. That will be beneficial. Okay. So this will be what, guys? Tell me, this will be again omega plus omega square, which is minus 1. Okay. What about omega cube plus 1 by omega cube? That is coming as what, guys? 1 plus 1 by 1, which is 2. Right? Sakshi understood. So guys, this is minus 1 whole square. This is minus 1, 1. So again, it will be what? Omega power 4 plus omega 1 by omega power 4 will be what? Omega power 4 plus 1 by omega power 4. This is nothing but what? Omega plus 1 by omega, which is again minus 1. Omega power 5 plus 1 by omega power 5 will be what? Again minus 1. Right? Because this is omega square, right? It will be omega square plus 1 by omega square, which will be nothing but omega square plus 1 by omega square, right? Yes, omega square plus 1 by omega square. So what we are getting, guys, tell me. If you look at this one carefully, the whole trend is like this. The whole trend will be like this. Minus 1 square plus minus 1 square plus 1 square. Then minus 1 square plus minus 1 square plus 1 square. and so on till we are getting what? Minus 1 square plus minus 1 square plus 1 square. Now how many times? This is total 27 times, right? Sorry, this will be 1 plus 1 2. Sorry, my mistake, 2. Isn't it? Because omega cube plus omega cube is 2, right? Then we got 2 here. Okay. So what is this trend, guys? We are going till 27, right? So we are, how many times we are going this one? This pair is coming up how many times? Total 3, 3, 3. So 9 times, right? Okay. So what will be getting, guys? You see 1 plus 1 plus 1, that will be what? 4. 6 plus 6 plus 6 and so on till 6, right? How many times? 9 times. Because overall 27 terms, right? But this is pair of 3 terms, 3 terms, 3 terms, 9 times. So 6 into 9 is what? 54. Understood, everyone? Clear? Okay. Amazing. Chalo, next question. Let's go move on to the next problem. MIT, you have to obviously give some foreign exams. Okay, better I would tell you to go for that after your BTech. So for MS you can go. Okay, if you're writing MS, then you can go for it. That'll be beneficial. Because if you obviously do BTech from there, or you can do your you want to do your post graduation, that will be easier. But if you do want to do graduation, it will be very expensive. If you can afford around 1 crore or more than that even, then you can obviously think of that. But I don't think so that is a good idea, because you have a great institution like IIT in India that will be very good for your graduation. Okay, if you want to go abroad, that's a different deal all altogether. Okay, so definitely I would suggest do your BTech from IIT. Then if you want, you can go for the masters. Yeah, obviously our government is planning NEP, so in that the main thing is to get the research and technologies all over here in the country, so that no one goes abroad. Okay, so that's what the government is planning. Let's see whether that can be successful or not in the past. Okay, guys, so this is one very good question. Let's see how many of you can do this one. Okay, so this is the value which we want. So 1 minus 1 plus I root 3 power 15, and then minus 1 minus I root 3 power 15 upon 1 minus I power 20. How to do it? See, guys, 1 minus I power 20. 1 minus I power 20. How will we do it? Can I write it as 1 minus I ka whole square power 10, right? Because that is a very interesting thing. If you talk about 1 minus iota ka square, what is it? A square plus B square minus 2 iota, right? There's I square and minus 1 will cancel, it will be minus 2 iota. Okay, so it is what? Minus 2 iota power 10. Okay, so it is nothing but going to be 2 power 10 into iota power 10. Iota power 10 is iota square, it is coming as minus 2 power 10. Understood? Similarly, guys, if you look at 1 plus iota power 20, so what is 1 plus iota square for that matter? So 1 plus iota square will be 1 a square plus b square plus 2ab. So 1 and minus 1 will be 0, and it will be simply 2 iota. We'll get 1 plus iota power 20 will be what? Nothing but 1 plus iota ka square and whole power 10. So which will be what? Tell me. 2 iota power 10. So which is nothing but what? 2 power 10 into iota power 10, which is also coming out as what? Minus 2 power 10. Got it? So this part we have obviously solved. So the numerator guys, very easy. What we need to do is, guys, over here, if you look at this carefully, minus 1 by 2 plus root 3 iota by 2 is what? Omega, right? If you divide and multiply by 2, what are we going to get? Can I say I will get, if you multiply here, you will be getting what? Can I say this is nothing but 2 omega, 2 times of omega, right? That is 2 omega power 15, and this is what? 2 omega square, right? Power 15. Everyone, are you getting it? And because minus 1 by 2 minus root 3 iota by 2 is what? Omega square. So we got minus 2 omega square. And already we've solved the denominator, that is minus 2 by power 10 minus 2 power 10. So we'll get what? We'll get nothing but 2 power 15 by minus 2 power 10. Omega power 15 is 1 into 1, and this will be also what? 2 power 15 upon minus 2 power 10 into 1, because omega power 30 will also be 1, right? Omega power 3n for that matter is 1. So what are we getting, guys? Minus 32 minus 32 minus 64. That's the answer. Now let's look into this one. This is also one amazing question. Come on, everyone. Okay. So we want mod of e power iz. Come on, everyone. So guys, first of all, we will calculate the iz, right? Here what we will do is, we'll first of all calculate the iz, then we'll look at the mod later on. Okay. So let's calculate. Our z is what? 6 e power I pi by 3. 6 e power I pi by 3. Okay. What about iz? What is iz? Okay, let's expand it first. So you'll get what? 6 cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3, right? If you look at the iz part, iz, when you multiply the I to this, what we will get? We will be getting iz, when you multiply I to it, you'll be getting 6 I cos pi by 3. Then I square will be what? Minus sin pi by 3. Isn't it? Yes. And I square will be minus 1, right? That's what we will get. Okay. So that's what we've got. So now if you look into it carefully, what we want is e power iz. So let's do that. Let's get the value of e power iz. E power iz will be what? E power this whole thing. 6 I cos pi by 3 minus, right, sin 6 sin pi by 3. What is sin pi by 3? Everyone knows that is 1 by 3, 1 by root 3 by 2. Okay, and this is what? 1 by 2, right? So what are we getting? We are getting e power I 3. And this is 3. And can I divide it? Because this minus. So we'll get what? Root 3 by 2. This will be 3 root 3. This is coming as 1 by e power 3 root 3 into e power I 3. Understood? So guys, comparing, this is nothing but what? R e power I theta. If somebody says what is argument of z, argument of that, let's call it z naught, the whole complex number, that is nothing but 3. Okay, 3 is nothing but the radians is the argument. Okay, great. And what about the r, that is the mod of z naught, or you can say mod of e power iz according to the question. Mod of e power iz will be what? Whatever is there. multiplied with this is nothing but 1 upon power 3 root 3. Got it? Understood everyone? So that's the correct answer, option C. So now let's move ahead with the next problem. Okay, so we have a question here like this. So if mod of z minus 1 plus mod of z plus 3 is less than or equal to 8, then the range of value of mod of z minus 4. Now this is a question related to ellipse. I told you in the beginning itself. I think so you guys can do this one. Pretty sure about it. Come on. So this kind of question in advanced have been asked very frequently in the past. Come on guys, think about it. It's less than or equal to. What does this mean? Less than, let's suppose guys, if somebody says x square plus y square equals to r square is a circle. So what about x square plus y square less than or equal to 4r square? That means inside part of the circle and on the circle. Okay, that means inside part of the circle, right? So this will be an inside part of the ellipse, right? Yes. So we all know guys, this is obviously z1. If you just look into it, if you write it properly, z minus 1 mod plus mod of z minus minus 3 is less than or equal to 8. Okay, so we have obviously the points as 1 comma 0. Okay, 1 comma 0, right? Because this is z1. Z1 is 1. So 1, and z2 is what? Minus 3. Okay, this is z1 and z2 I'm talking about. If you look at the Argand plane, this will be written as 1 comma 0. This will be minus 3 comma 0 because the imaginary part is 0. So this is the complex number with these two as this is the ellipse with the foci as these 2 points, right? So this is the ellipse for us. Okay, and we are talking about inside part of the ellipse, right? Anything inside that we can say. And now we are saying that the range of the values of mod of z minus 4, that means any complex number inside or on the ellipse, which is, we want to find out the distance from 4 comma 0. Now that's an amazing question. Now guys, we want to find out the maximum distance of this ellipse from this point. So what can be the maximum distance guys? Maximum distance will be of this point A only, right? Let's name it this point. So the distance mod of z minus 4 max will be what? AC. What is AC? Pretty much evident, right guys? What is it? Tell me. We can see over here that what is this value between this? Let me just take care of that. 1 second. 2a, right? So this is coming as what guys? We can see here that distance between them is what? 7, right? Yes. And what about z min? Good afternoon Shivani. So guys, obviously you can see over here that the complex numbers distance maximum will be what? This AC actually, and this minimum will be AB. Actually there is no option matching currently. 1 second, let me just check. Z minus 4, right? Yes, any complex number. This is actually an ellipse, obviously, which is equal to 2a, less than or equal to 2a. Okay, so we have this thing at the moment, this one is between okay, this is the foci. Okay, sorry, my mistake guys. I just have drawn this incorrectly. So this is a foci guys, है ना? The ellipse will be somewhat other. The ellipse will be here like this. This is the foci. Okay, so this is a point A. Now this is B. Now this is correct. So guys, so this point will be what? These are the two foci. So now you can get it. Shivani, only 2-3 questions left. That's it. Sujay Vikram, that is distance. So now AC. Now guys, what about this? You all know that 2A is this, and what will be this point? This is the foci, right? So what will be the distance between them? The center will be here. The center of will be what? Midpoint of them. Midpoint will be what? It will be -1, 0. This will be the center of the ellipse. Now this will be actually, if you 4 units to it, this is 3, 0, isn't it? Yes. So this end point will be what? This will be 3, 0, and this end point, if you add here 4, you will be getting what, guys? Subtracting 4, -5, 0. Now the answer will come. So guys, what is the maximum AC? AC is what? 9 units. Okay, AC is what, guys? 9 units. And what about Z minus 4 min? Distance of this minimum will be what? This from B to this. What is it? 1. Right? That is BC. That is 1 unit. That's the reason why, guys, the range is 1 to 9. Amazing question, isn't it? Yes. So you have to draw the diagram properly, guys. And why this is 4? Because, guys, this is 2A. 2A is 8. And remember, guys, 8. 2A is 8. So A is what implies A equal to 4. That's the reason why this distance and this distance will be 4. Semi-major axis length is 4. Semi-major axis length over here is also 4. 4 4s are 8. That's why, guys, this is 2A. Understood why this point came as 3, 0 and why this point came as -5, 0? That is important. Okay. So this is how we actually get this value, and minimum and maximum value we can actually easily obtain from here. Okay, guys, next. Okay, guys, so we'll do this one, and then one last question I'll give you a homework, and then we'll wrap up the session. Come on, guys, let's do this one quickly. This kind of questions have been asked many a times in the past in JEE. Okay. So guys, we have sine 2k pi by 7 minus I cos 2k pi by 7. So k goes from 1 to 6. K goes from 1 to 6. So we need to get the value of this thing, pi, that is product. So the product of the complex numbers. So guys, at the moment it is not in the proper form, right? It's nothing but like sine theta minus I cos theta. So we would love to get in terms of some cos theta plus I sine theta type of thing, right? Because we want to get the Euler form in place, because that will be very easy to solve the problems related to it. So what we will do over here is we will take minus I common. So if you take minus I common, what happens is cos theta plus, it will become what? 1 by minus I, right? In theta. Okay. So guys, minus I you've taken common, and what is about 1? What is 1 by minus I? That is nothing but if you multiply by I and divide by I, it is coming as what? I by minus I square. I square is -1, that is I only. Isn't it? Yes. That's the best part. Why we took minus I common, because we can get cos theta upon 1 by, that's it, right? How you got it? Understood, guys? So 1 by minus iota is I by I. If you do, you will get I square is -1, so we'll get I. So that's the reason why, guys, if you take this thing, I'm talking about this thing. So we can take pi for sure, and k equal to 1 till 6. And this is what, if you take minus I common, you will get cos 2k pi by 7. 2k pi by 7 plus I sine 2k pi by 7, right? Okay. Now, what we need to do is, we will write this as e power I 2k pi by 7. That will be better. So guys, don't forget, here we have minus I. Okay, and it is in pi. Pi means product of all. We want product. Don't forget that. We want product. Okay, this is minus I and we want product. So minus I power 6 will be out, can I say? Because minus I will be there in all the terms, right? K equal to 1, K equal to 2, K equal to 3. 6 times we are multiplying. Okay. And then it will be what, guys? E power I 2 pi by 7 into E power I 4 pi by 7 into E power I 6 pi by 7 and so on till E power I 12 pi by 7. Yes. Now Shivani, your answer is correct, I think. Okay guys, so we have this thing over here. Okay, so this is a GPI. I told you already, guys. है ना? This is, let's put E power I 2 pi by 7 as alpha. So this will be what? Minus I power 6 alpha into alpha power 1 alpha power 2 into alpha power 6, right? So what is this coming out as? Iota square, right? That is, I'm writing here minus 1. Now this will be what, everyone? You can write it as A r power n. R power n is what? 6, right? Because we have how many terms? 6 terms, right? Yes. Minus 1 upon alpha minus 1. This is, I have applied GP formula, right? One second. My mistake. This is not summation. It is actually product, right? Okay. Yeah, that's what my mistake is. Okay. So here what we will do, guys, we will write here alpha power 1 plus 2 plus 3 so on till 6. Okay. So which is coming as y minus 1 alpha power 6 into 7 by 2. What are we getting? Alpha power and n into n plus 1 by 2. This will be what? 21. So we got this product as this pi as whatever it is, product minus 1 into alpha power 21. Now what is alpha? I know that E power I 2 pi by 7 whole power 21. Very good. So 21, the 7 threes are, so we are getting what? Minus 1 into E power I 6 pi, right? E power I 6 pi I got, isn't it, everyone? Yes. So what is it coming out as? E power I 6 pi. Now guys, 6 pi is there and here already we have minus I power 6. That's what it Shivani, that's minus iota power 6, so it will be minus 1, isn't it? So what are we getting? We are getting minus 1 into cos 6 pi. So this will be 1, right? Minus 1 into cos 6 pi plus I sin 6 pi. Which is 1? Cos sin 6 pi is 0. This is 1. So 1 into minus 1, I think so the answer is minus 1. Right, Shivani? Understood, guys? Clear? That's the answer. The answer is minus 1. Okay. Fine. So guys, that is what we have for today. Okay. Please note down this homework of yours. Please comment on this video. Okay. This was a revision session. If you've missed out, please watch the video from the beginning. So please solve this, and guys, definitely comment on this video. Okay. So please comment on this. It was product, Shivani. Minus I into minus I, right? 6 times. So that's the reason why it will be minus iota power 6. Not minus iota will come out. Okay. So that's the reason why, guys. Come on, comment this answer in this video. I'll be obviously monitoring that and I'll answer all your doubts. Guys, please install this amazing Unacademy's learning app and install it as soon as possible. And guys, then definitely you can go to the IDJ section in the plus. You can click on get subscription. And guys, as soon as you click the get subscription, then you can use up the code of AJ Live. As soon as you use the code of AJ Live, this amazing series will come up. Here you can use the code for subscribing to plus, and which is obviously costing you 50.4 and 34.6 respectively. Okay, 1 year and 2 year course you can join, because guys, the plus course is already running of mine and integral calculus is going to come very soon. You can try it for a month, 6,300. Okay, no issues guys. And today evening, let's meet for inverse trigonometry. Okay guys, AJ Live is the code. Do not forget to use that. and then you can proceed to pay using EMI options available as well. Also guys, Abhinav SC is my code. You can use this for subscribing to Unacademy Plus. My course on integral calculus is starting from 25th of November. You can join it as soon as possible guys. You've got 4 days left. So please do that. And Unacademy Combat also you guys can join, which will be very helpful for all of you guys preparing for JEE. Do not use the code AJ Live for subscribing it. You can win lots of rewards and prizes in the Unacademy Combat. Also guys, two batches have been launched, Google batch for droppers and micro class for 11th. So guys, definitely you can use this. And obviously guys, revision series has come on for theory and practice. This obviously is going to be regular now. So guys, next time onwards, we'll take one more important chapter. We will just revise it in detail from the concepts till the questions. Everything will be done. So guys, please stay tuned here. I guarantee you that everything will be done from A to Z. Do not forget to obviously guys take the YouTube classes regularly from Monday to Saturday. So that will be very beneficial for all of you. Okay, the YouTube classes will be at 5:30 p.m. Okay, definitely do not forget to come over there. And guys, 7 p.m. today, permutational combinations advanced quiz is there. So guys, definitely don't miss out on that. Also guys, two courses are running or already. Integral calculus will begin now on 25th, and also graph sets, relations and functions is running. So guys, don't miss out on that on the Plus platform. Also, do not forget to like and share this video with your friends guys. It will be a great help for from your side to our team for working hard day in day out for you guys. Also use the code AJ Live for subscribing to Plus, because already I'm there on Plus, and you can get my amazing courses over there and you can learn everything in detail. DPPs and everything will be provided, quizzes, everything will be given in detail. Don't have to look at anything else. Thanks a lot everyone for joining the session. Hopefully see you today evening at 5:30. Let's meet then, and again guys at 7 p.m. on the learning app. Please download the app. Do not forget about that. And Unacademy Combat is also coming tomorrow. So that's what you have to do guys. Let's go meet